Hello, welcome to Fantastic Dimensions. This is our second session of Metamorphosis Alpha. This time we're playing with a different group of adventurers, characters, on another level of the ship. We're on level 14 today in the basic ruins of Epsilon City, which was once this great metropolis on the Warden. It's now just a, a shadow of what it once was, basically overrun with mutants and various patches of radiation and horrible nastiness, especially in the deeper inner city areas. The farms on the outside of the city are fought over and protected by the various gangs that kind of operate on this level. Those with the most farms have the most power, etc. But those who have the most farms need more people to protect them, so it becomes more difficult. So it's kind of tipping the scales one way or the other. You guys are all going to, for the sake of expediting the game, you guys will all be members of one particular gang led by a nasty four-armed mutant by the name of Rokat. Rokat is very much a dictator. He leads through threats of violence, and not just threats of violence, but he actually follows through on those threats when necessary. He has a lot of other four-armed mutants who are in his inner circle. A lot of people say that they're all brothers or cousins or etc. In actuality, they're probably not related, but they just all have some of the mutations and they've gravitated to one another. So we're going to go one at a time. Let you guys just tell us who you are and who your characters are. Just give us a little description so everybody knows when they see you what you look like and what you're carrying. So let's start with John and Philip. John, if you want to go first.
I'm playing Eric the Black. He's actually named Eric the Black because he has jet black skin, but it's not due to any mutation. It's just a genetic thing. Nothing crazy. Yeah, seems good.
Excellent. What's he got? Sorry.
Oh, he's a pretty tall guy. Not too muscular, but carries a vibroblade and wears plant fiber armor. So chunks of whatever, I assume, like maybe chunks of bark and whatnot. I have no idea exactly what plant fiber armor looks like, but.
And I'm playing Kevin the Tortoise. It's a somewhat short guy, but fairly flexible, despite the fact that he is enveloped in what looks like a dark carapace. However, upon standing in front of a light source, you can actually see through the carapace that there's more of a dark purple ooze moving around within. You can see the body. So if there's a light source around, you can kind of tell that he looks a lot more fragile than he appears. And he carries around a glaive, a few satchels around his waist that hang off of his carapace. And the carapace has some spikes on it, but they're just more like nubs that are good for holding straps and stuff like that.
Cool. It's a studded carapace.
Yes. Some real stuff.
Like a coat rack.
Or a coat rack.
Or a coat rack.
Ribbed for her pleasure. Okay. Whitey, you're next.
Hey everyone, Whitey here. I'll be playing a mutant character named Spider. Okay, forearms. That's yesterday. That's last year. That is. This guy's got 9 arms, and he's a small, wiry guy. So he looks like a spider. The arms are usually hanging limp. He can only really control 2 at a time. But nevertheless, he has 9 arms, and he has a few other mental and physical abilities too. And he's wearing some sort of cured hide armor, and carries a sling and a blade. And that's him.
Excellent. Okay, Dennis.
I'm Dennis. I'm playing Fangletooth, another mutated humanoid. He is his most notable feature right away is, of course, he has wings. He carries a large mace, and he's put together some scraps of cured hide to make armor for himself. he usually kind of stays back in the shadows due to his problem with his eyesight. So it should be interesting to see how that works out.
Just for flavor purposes, do you have like feathered wings or reptilian type wings?
Reptilian type.
Cool. Okay. So you guys are all members of Rokot's gang. And we're going to call them the Quads. So you've all been members of the Quads for your entire lives. You're basically born into it. It's not a particularly pleasant existence, but at the same time, you get food and water, which can sometimes be hard to come by. On this level, the environmental controls are all fucked up. Things don't operate as well on this level as they should. In fact, parts of the artificial sky are just like missing, and you can actually see like framework of the ship, even though it's like half a mile away, and it's not very easy to see. But through bits of cloud and occasional bits of sunshine, although you don't get much of that here, you can see kind of the framework of the ship's ceiling, I guess you'd call it, on this deck. The day-night cycle is a mess. It doesn't really work like it's supposed to. It's almost in a perpetual state of twilight, and you know, the parts of the sky that do work are usually overcast, although it doesn't rain anywhere near as much as everyone wishes it would. So, which makes water sometimes hard to come by, and a very important commodity and trade item on level 14, Epsilon City. Now, you guys have heard a rumor, a story that just might allow you to change your fortunes. In the center, near the center of the city, one of you guys, it doesn't matter who, you guys can choose whoever wants to say they got it. One of you guys had received a tip of some coordinates where there's supposed to be a sealed building containing lots of old artifacts, including weaponry, armor, etc. It's supposed to be an old, maybe an old police stash or something along those lines. You just know that there's supposed to be weapons and armors, metal, like, you know, good armor, not just this plant and hide stuff that you're used to. You've seen some of the more fortunate members of the different gangs here use these laser and disruptor weapons occasionally, although they don't use them frequently because they are hard to come by. And there's supposed to be some of these in this stash as well. So anybody were to get their hands on this stash of artifacts would have a whole lot of bargaining power, or possibly, depending on if it's as good as they say it is, possibly be able to overthrow any of these gangs or start a gang of their own, maybe even take over the whole level. Who knows? Your imagination can run wild. But yes, the dangers, of course, therein being that you have to travel to the inner city. It's supposed to be near the large shaft, which is visible pretty much from everywhere on this deck. Well, particularly once you get to the city itself. There's a large shaft that runs all the way up to the sky/ceiling. And it's rumored to be very close to there, around the southwest side of that, what they call the tower. Okay. So the dangers would include patches of radiation, mutants, various dangerous bits of wildlife, and even plant life, because much of the city is now overgrown since it's been probably many decades or even centuries that it's been in disrepair. So the four of you are sitting together on the outskirts of the city because you tend to stay close to the farms. Since you're often forced to do patrols and security shifts, and you can discuss what you think about this potential treasure trove.
don't know. You know, tortoise is pretty fragile. I don't know about,
Would you know? Have you know?
we've been friends for years. We've been in a gang together for years. I would know you're fragile.
Just because I like to sleep a lot. At weeks at a time. Maybe you've seen some of my others killed, but it just makes me really sad. I just like to sleep. You know, and sometimes it sucks when some of Rockot's other gang pushes me around or something like that. That, you know, it'd be nice to be able to break out for
That's
that.
some real firepower.
You get some respect. Yeah, respect.
Yeah, I think you ought to be the leader, Eric, Mr. Black.
No, my leadership potential's pretty low. Oh, that's right. I am the only one that has it.
That's true.
I don't have that. I don't want to be the leader. I'm a very poor leader.
Yes, sure does.
Just lead towards death.
You get it particularly bad amongst the quads because you are human and it's a mutant run gang, so the humans do get kind of picked on a bit more.
Well, that would probably make me more of a follower then.
That's fine, yeah. Just then, you know.
You won't have to bow anymore. I'll follow you to the ends of the world.
Well, that's funny because I'll only follow Fangletooth. If you follow me and I follow Fangletooth, that makes Fangletooth the leader.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the blind leading the blind, I'm afraid.
Literally.
How did you find those coordinates, Fangletooth?
It's good to have friends.
Very well. I am very interested to see these artifacty bits. This sounds most intriguing. And I do want respect. We must go. We must go.
I'm all for going. I'm just not all for leading.
Oh.
Unfortunately, one comes after the other.
Somebody coming in?
Well, give me a day. I'll come up with a plan. Gather some things. Gather rations and stuff.
Sure.
Sure.
We're going to take time then to gather up some supplies, whatever we can try and maybe snake away from the gang.
Okay, maybe steal some shit.
Yeah, like probably try and steal things on the sly, like ropes and water, you know, clean water, clean rations.
Who's stealing?
I'll steal things for you, Eric.
Go, my minions, go. How did I become the leader? It's awesome.
Spider,
Yeah.
do you want to go ahead and just give me a dexterity roll? Just roll a d20.
Good. We have
You have
an 8, and Dex is 13.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you can get lots of things on the sly. What are you prioritizing?
I heard him mention rope and food. So
Yep.
rope and food. Rope and rations.
And water?
Oh yeah, water, yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. Okay. And let's see here. Anybody else want to steal some stuff here? Some glasses. Yeah, you don't have any glasses. You guys don't have the technology levels to build glasses really properly yet.
We'll just have to give him a running commentary.
Okay.
I could do that in his head anyway.
So Spider secures some rope and rations and water. Anything else you guys want to do over the next day? Of course, you have to do a full shift on the patrols at one stage, but you know. Anything else you want to gather during your day of preparation? I know you said glasses, Fangletooth, but is there anything else?
No. Probably food would be his main priority.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't necessarily steal it. He would pick opportunities to come upon some of the weaker ones around and basically bully it out of them.
Oh, okay.
He's pretty strong. Once
Cool.
he gets on somebody.
Give me a strength roll. On D20 and
Rolled a 12. My strength is 16.
oh yeah, yep, you get lots of food too. So more rations and water. How about Black and Tortoise?
Well, my dexterity is 17, so I think probably the stealth and stealing method as opposed to brute force might be my way to go about it.
Okay.
So, obviously try and get rations and stuff. Next roll.
I need pouches. Many carrying devices.
Do your own shit. I rolled an 18.
Ooh, what's your dexterity?
17.
Oh. Right. You get found out. One of the guys sees you. It's actually happens to be one of Rokat's cousins, one of the quads, one of the four-armed guys. Says, "Hey, Black, what are you doing? Those aren't your rations."
Appropriating rations for a mission.
What kind of mission?
We're supposed to go on a scouting mission tomorrow. Towards the shaft.
Who organized this mission? I don't know anything about it.
Kevin the Tortoise is organizing it. I assume that that it's a secret thing and it's supposed to be coming from high up above. So not everybody's going to be knowledgeable about it.
Go ahead and give me a leadership roll. Just roll a d20.
I rolled a 3. My potential's 12.
That's good.
Yeah.
Huh. The tortoise? That idiot? Ah. Well, all right then, I guess.
I don't think it's his decision, but he's just the organizer. So I just following orders.
Oh, well. All right. Leave the water, though.
Well, what are we supposed to drink?
Oh, Tortoise is organizing. Let him get the water. That's mine. You don't want to take my water, do you?
I don't want to take it, but I thought that we lived as a group, and what's yours is mine, and what's mine is yours, and I thought that's how we rolled here.
You want to see what's mine?
No, you can keep what's yours. It's fine. If you don't want to share for the greater good, that's fine. I'll just make sure I put it in my report.
You tell Tortoise next time I see him, he's got an ass whooping coming. If he asks why, tell him it was your mouth wrote a check. So what about you, Tortoise? So you got more rations anyway there, Eric? And what are you going after?
Pouches for all the artifacts that we'll be acquiring.
Right, so you're looking for like bags, backpacks, sacks, shit like that, yeah?
Yeah.
Pouches probably wouldn't cut it.
Any kind of anything like that. Anything if there's some kind of newfangled technology pouches that are some of those I don't know, whatever I find. That'll do. That'll hang up my carapace. I like to hang things, dangle them off my carapace.
Likes to dangle things from his nubs.
My nub.
Let's see.
Saddlebags.
Saddlebags, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say you'd be able to get any of that stuff probably without drawing any suspicion, really.
Oh, good. Good.
It's not a tightly controlled commodity like rations and water. So, yeah, you can load up on sacks and backpacks, satchels, etc.
Okay.
Let's see, though. Give me just a D20 roll, just to see if you happen to run into Goro or not.
17.
A 17? Oh, yeah. Okay. You run into Goro, one of Rokat's cousins. He says, "Hey, you, Tortoise! Did Blackie deliver my message?"
What message?
Ah, that's what I thought. Come here, I want to show you something.
Alright.
You go over to him.
I get close, but I'm wary, and I can...
He says, "Here, I got something here in this bag. Check it out."
Okay.
So when you go over, he's going to throw the bag over your head. I'll roll it.
Okay.
Let's see here. You know what they don't have on this weapon class chart is unarmed attacks. I don't know, what class do you guys think they would be?
I'm not sure.
Probably about the same as, I don't know. Yeah, bludgeon types, that's what it'd be. Okay. So, what's your armor class? Oh, he's going to miss. So, he tries to throw this bag over your head, and you kind of shrug away and push it off. What do you want to do?
I'll split.
You wanna
Sure.
run? Okay.
No, split. Create a split of me.
Huh?
Create a duplicate.
Oh, that way. Okay, cool. So that takes a round's action, so there's now two of you.
So, can I put it behind him or no?
I don't see why not. So I'll give it actually a 50-50 chance. On an odd roll, he's going to attack you. On an even roll, he's going to attack you double.
Be like, what's the big deal here?
He's going to attack you. And he misses again. So he swings, but it hits your carapace and doesn't penetrate.
Okay.
What's that noise going on over there?
Uh-oh. What do you want to do this round then? Next round, Philip, sorry. What is your dexterity, by the way?
13.
13? Yeah, it's equal to or better than his, so yeah, I'll let you go first.
How do I plane or travel? Do I grab it? Do I open a thing and I want to put him into another plane of existence?
Okay.
Do I create and push him in, or do I grab him and go to there?
I believe, you open the gate, and then you just gotta kind of push him into it. Or if you want to open the gate and travel to it with him, you can try that as well. It's up to you. How do you want to go about it?
Push him in.
Push him in. Can I open it under his feet?
Okay, but I'll have you make an attack roll to do that.
Okay.
'Cause he's moving around and stuff too. So go ahead and roll D20.
16.
What's his armor class? His armor class is yeah, it'd be like there, 7. So you rolled a 16.
Yes.
That's definitely going to hit. Yeah, so you open the portal, basically. It's kind of like, if you remember the video game portal, opens up underneath him, and he goes, "Oh!" and he falls in. You want to close it up then?
Yep.
Okay.
We'll both wait to him. Bye-bye.
Wow. Yep, once entering, there's no way to leave unless a mutant reopens the plane. So he's there forever.
Yeah.
You can only do that once a week, though, so you won't be able to do that again for a week.
That's fine. Oh, once we shoot.
Yep. And Tooth is coming around, shouting at you.
Well, I'll go to his location and steal all his shit then.
Now that he's in a planar dimension, you just go take his shit.
I just go take his shit now.
Oh, you mean like at his house?
Yeah, is it just him?
No, he lives in the compound where Rocott and all of his lieutenants and stuff live. Yeah.
Okay.
But you eliminated the threat permanently, actually.
Right?
It's a good question. Remember to use that next week.
Go ahead, Dennis. What are you saying?
I was just saying with no evidence.
Right. Sooner or later, there'll be somebody probably wondering where he's at, but
Oh, probably sooner than later. But yeah. But how are they going to know where he went? So, unless somebody witnessed it, the only person who witnessed it was Tooth, who was coming around the corner shouting.
And he wasn't likely to see anything.
That's true. You just heard noise.
Yep.
Okay. The next day comes. You guys have got all your equipment. You've got rope and rations and water and more rations and more water and more rations and a bunch of bags and satchels.
Yeah. Ready to go.
For detecting radiation.
Oh, a Geiger counter.
Amongst our tribe, anything?
Hmm?
Anything amongst our tribe for detecting radiation?
that we would know about. And know where
There might be a Geiger counter in the compound, yeah. If anybody's daring enough to break in there and try to steal it.
I don't know. I could
Probably,
try.
probably be in with Rocott's personal stuff.
Yeah, well, that's probably not going to happen amongst us brave souls, so...
I'd be willing to try it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think it's important that we have it.
Especially since you got me in trouble for something?
I got you in trouble. Jeez. It was
Hey,
your
you don't know
fault,
that.
crazy mission. You're the leader. You're the one that told me to do that. I was thinking on my feet.
In that case, you should definitely secure us a Geiger counter from the compound.
I'm going to go for it, Ian.
Okay.
I'm gonna make an
So let me
attempt.
see here.
Do
How
you need
do you
a
want to...
diversion?
Yeah, do you guys want to make this a group activity?
A little bit.
I could use somebody, if somebody could make a distraction, maybe draw the people out of his dwelling.
Yeah, get as many people out of the compound as possible.
Right. It might stand a better chance of acquiring that. Well, do we think we need this? I think
Well,
that we know that the danger.
I'll make a distraction.
Sorry, Fankletooth. What did you say?
I'll make a distraction.
I like that. Brave.
What kind of distraction you got in mind, Fankletooth?
I'm gonna wander around till I bump into somebody, then I'm gonna grab him and give him a headbutt to the face.
Oh, okay. Like one of the guards right outside the building, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you do. He's like, what the? And, yeah, so he is going to try to shoot you with his dart ejector.
And
What's
obviously,
your armor class?
I'm going to try and break in.
Yeah, no problem. What's your armor class, Dennis? Again? Sorry.
4.
Okay. He misses. So he shoots, misses.
So I assume now I've got a hold of him and I'm gonna try punching him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit. His armor class is going to be...
What's his armor class? Where is that at?
Okay, his armor class to be 7. So you're rolling... You need a 7 or better to hit.
And that would actually be a 10 or better because of my nearsighted.
Oh, right. It actually cuts it in half. So let's see. Instead of 7 or better, this is on a D20.
So it would make it higher, so it'd be 10 or
So you need a 13 or better to hit.
13 or better.
Mhm.
Okay, I got 15.
Yep, that's going to hit.
And I don't know what it is for barehanded damage, but I also got +7 to my damage
Oh, nice.
for my heightened strength and precision.
Okay, so what is the damage for like a normal mace is 1 to 8. I'll say it's 1 to 4. So roll a d4 +7.
So 10.
10. Let me see how many hit points he has. I'm going to give him 5 hit points. Not great. Okay. So yeah, you hit him, and he's like, oh, he's kind of stunned, but he comes back up, and he pulls a cudgel out, drops his dart ejector. He's gonna try to hit you with this cudgel. You said your armor class was 3?
4.
4. Sorry. So that's gonna hit, and that's going to do 4 points of damage. Whitey, are you around at the time? Is Spider?
I'll be watching out for Mr. Black, just in case anyone sort of walks in by chance while he's doing the deed. I'll just be watching.
Black, I'll need you to give me a dexterity roll. You're trying to sneak in, right, during the fight?
I rolled a 3.
That's good. What's your dex?
17.
Yeah, you nailed it. So yeah, so you see this fight break out. More people are coming out of the compound to kind of see what's going on. And so you wait until they stop coming out, and then you kind of sneak on in. Okay. So back to Fangletooth.
So yeah, as this guy pulls out his cudgel and clips me on the jaw, I just kind of grin, wipe at the blood, and start chuckling as I punch him back.
Okay, go ahead and give another roll. What did I say you needed? 13 or better to hit. Because of your nearsightedness.
Right, 18.
That's going to hit, yep. And so again, it's D4 plus 7.
Ooh, 11.
Knocks him out cold. Bam! You hit him again, and he just drops. And now there's like these probably about 10 guys standing around. They're like, oh, shit. And then they realize, oh, wait a minute. He just knocked out one of the guards. And so they all start to reach for weapons. Now that the fight's over, their plan seems to be to take you into custody.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Well, as soon as he falls, I'll move to stand over him, kind of stumbling into him as I can't see very clearly, and spit in his general direction and say, "Next time, watch where you're walking."
And they're like, "Sorry, Fangletooth, we can't let that slide. You can't just assault a guard on patrol. You know the rules."
I'm sorry, what was that? And I kind of lean over to whoever was talking.
They start moving, fanning out around you in a semicircle.
You guys just gonna let him?
I'm going to take to the air.
Okay, and
Start
fly off.
flying away. Yep. Not
So
going
they'll
too
start-
fast, so I can keep them chasing me.
Yeah, they'll start chasing you. They'll start throwing shit at you. Those who have like projectile weapons will probably try shooting at you. But yeah, so you lead them off. So inside the building, Eric the Black, you can sneak around. You rolled a 3 on your deck, so you can sneak around real good. You get to the door where it leads to kind of like the gang's artifacts that are always kept, the ones that are kept locked up for use only when necessary. There's a guard there, but he's asleep. He's got the key on his belt, the key card for the door.
If I recognize that that's the only way in, I'm going to attempt to boost the key from him and use the key to access the room.
Give me another dexterity check.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Just to get the key out of him without waking him up.
I got a 14. My dex is 17.
That's good. So you're taking the key off him, and he kind of like moves a little bit and
Farts.
snorts, and then he turns over. Yeah, he farts and starts drooling on himself. Then you take the key card off him.
Idiots. All right. Well, I'm going to attempt then. I assume I probably know how to use the key card. You know, I'm going to try and get the door open with it.
Okay. Yep. The door opens.
Okay. Well, what do I see inside, other than the Geiger counter, which since we knew about it or we talked about it, then
yeah, there's shelves on the wall. You see the Geiger counter itself, which you know what that's for.
Mm-hmm.
You also see, as I find the right page here. Here we go. You see some kind of pistol.
Okay.
It's a laser pistol. You see two like rifle type things.
I think I'm going to attempt to smash and grab. I'm going to try and grab as much of the stuff as I can. You know, I think we pretty much have burnt bridges here. Fangletooth is kind of ensured that we are leaving here tomorrow, or actually probably not till tomorrow. We are probably leaving
tonight,
shortly after we are done with this. So I'm going to probably just try and snatch as much stuff as I can as quickly as possible.
Okay, there's also 2 suits of thin metal armor.
Those might be a little bit harder to... Are they closed or are they stacked? Like, how are they set up? Is it something that I could probably snatch easy, or...
No, they're on like mannequin dummy type things.
Yeah, I'm going to probably have to pass on that. I'm just... Because I know I don't have much time. I'm going to try and take the pistol, the rifles... yeah, anything that I could grab and carry on my person pretty easily.
There's another item as well. Let me see what it's called. You're not actually sure what it does. I can't fucking find it on this chart now either, but I know it's on here somewhere. It's like some kind of a handheld, like box type device. Not sure what it does yet.
Okay.
There's Geiger counter.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's some kind of handheld unit anyway.
Okay. Well, I'm going to grab that. Geiger.
Okay.
Like a pistol, like a laser pistol.
Pistol and 2 rifles.
And anything else? Do I see like any rounds? Are the rifles laser, or are they looking more like projectile type rifles?
No, they're energy weapons.
Okay, so look for any energy cells that might be laying about.
You don't see any extra cells.
Okay, I'm going to beat feet out of here.
Okay, yeah, good idea. Get the hell out before somebody else
But I
comes
am
in.
going to have the pistol in my ready in case that guard wakes up. I'm going to shoot him in his fucking face.
No problem. When you get out, what's the plan then? Whitey, you've been on lookout.
Yeah, I've seen everyone chase after Fangletooth.
Pretty much, and they've left the
they left the guard and
pretty much completely unguarded.
Woohoo! So I'll dash over there, snatch up all his weaponry, and run back over just in time to see Mr. Black come out of the
right.
building.
You get like a club.
Yep.
And a how is it called?
Some kind of projector.
It is called a paralysis dart projector, or dart ejector. Sorry.
Ooh, pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Look what I got, Mr. Black.
What's
You know, it has a range of 70 meters.
70?
70 meters, yep.
T.
That's 230 feet.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It fires 2 darts per action. Let me see. Let's see how many it has in it. I'm gonna say it's got 12 darts.
Okay. Excellent.
Okay.
Is the expression, I believe? Excellent.
Okay.
Yep, I'm ready. Sorted. After you, Mr. Black.
See, do you see how I became the leader all of a sudden? But Whitey's at least Spider's gonna follow me. I'm still fighting. I'm still following Angle 2.
Except for Fangle 2 just floating there.
I'm still the leader.
And where have you been during all of this, Tortoise?
Just moving around, watching from the shadows.
Eating the tortoise.
Hibernating.
So you guys want to get the hell out?
Yeah, we got a boogie.
Fangletooth won't have any trouble because he can just fly over the gate, fly over the wall, whatever, and get out.
Are they still? I mean, pretty much the bulk of people are still chasing him, right?
Pretty much, but when you get to the wall to exit, the gang's compound, and this is already on the border of the city itself. There's 2 guards there, and they're armed with pistols, and they're wearing thin metal armor.
Are they looking like? Are they like completely? Are they forearm mutant people, or what kind of guards am I dealing with?
They're mutated humans as well. Yep.
Okay.
They don't have forearms, no. One of them's like really tall. The other one, you're not exactly sure what's up with him. He just something doesn't.
All right.
His face is kind of weird. And
as we're moving faster towards them, I tell them we have to get outside of the city gates. Fangletooth is made off with a bunch of the property of the group, and we know that he's working with someone outside of the city gates. We're being sent to go get him. Have to go now.
Sent by who?
Yeah, who do we know the guy that Philip Dimension gated? Do we know his name?
I did say his name, but
Goro. I shall say telepathically to you.
Okay. Goro sent us to do this.
Okay, give me a leadership roll.
Come on. That little number.
Little number.
3! My leadership potential's 12. I got 3.
Right. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, we'll open it up. So they open it up for you and let you through. So the 3 of you go through. They close up behind you. They say, "Good luck. Just when you come back."
We'll be back soon. Wait for us.
You know the safe word.
I do. Stop pinching my nipple. That hurts. Isn't that the safe word?
Something like that, sure. Okay, so you guys get up into the ruins of Epsilon City. Fangletooth, I suppose, when you get up,
He'll never find us.
he's going to have to find you guys.
Well, I knew where we were going. It's just a matter of me being able to actually know where I'm going.
That's true, too. Give me a D20 general aptitude roll, and I'll just determine how long it takes you to find them.
10?
Goggles.
10? Okay, I'll say it'll take you, let's see, it was just before dawn as you guys were leaving the city. You'll find them sometime in the early afternoon. And you guys are going to have to travel for just a little over a day to get to the location that you're looking for. Okay?
Hopefully Spider will be sending out some telepathic pings. Centering on them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's See if I'm clever enough to have thought of that. Oh yeah, eventually it dawns on me that perhaps Spider could help. So, yeah. Oh, my range ain't too good. When you get into 25 foot of us, I'll be able to contact you.
That explains why it takes so long.
Okay. So, Eric, are you still leading the foot party? Yeah. Since your leader is not here.
I am.
What are you guys doing with the equipment you stole anyway?
Well, I assume that since Tortoise was the one that really wanted the Geiger counter, that he probably was the one that actually knows how to use the damn thing.
Okay.
So I'm going to hand it to Tortoise. We'll probably divide up, I'll probably keep the laser pistol, but let these guys decide who wants the rifles. That seemed fair. Even though
you got 2 rifles, you got 2 companions.
2 companions.
Well, I'm pretty sure that each one of them would be fine with a rifle, because I don't think Fangletooth is very good with rifles.
Oh, thank you, Master. Mr. Black, sorry.
Okay. So you guys each get a rifle. You're not sure exactly what effect it has, but you've never seen one of these in use before.
Ooh.
Gonna have to try right now. My mental resistance is weak.
You're gonna shoot it at what?
I don't know. Find me a can or something.
A can. Okay. I'll just roll odd or even. Okay. So you see some kind of a can, some kind of metal object on the side of the road.
What are you doing?
And you blast it with your rifle.
You're just going to draw attention to us, idiot.
Is that any way to talk to your leader?
What?
How's it going to be in the middle of a combat and not know how to use the damn thing?
So it hits and does nothing. Seems to have no effect on the can.
It's broken!
Here, try this one.
Oh, you bumbling fools. You're going to just draw people to us. There's terrible monsters out here, and all you're doing is trying to make noise.
I thought it said on here how many shots you get with these things. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. Ten times. Yeah, okay. Cool. So let's see here. That's your name is Tortoise. You've got this one. And you fired it once. Okay. What about you? Why you've got the other one?
Well, I was handing it to Tortoise, and this is obviously broken.
Oh, so you handed him the one that you had? Okay.
Yeah.
What do you do with the broken one you had there, then, Tortoise?
I'll hand it to Spider.
Okay.
He gives you the broken one. Okay.
I wield it like a club.
Are you gonna fire this one too, man?
Sure.
At the same can?
Yep.
Okay. So in that case, you fire this one. It's the wrong one. That's what I'm looking for. So you shoot this one now instead of shooting a. Whereas the first one fired some kind of like a beam, right?
Mm-hmm.
This one fires almost like if you think of like the sci-fi movies, you know those little rings that kind of come out, you know, like a field. And what's the effect here I'm looking for? Here we go. Bare metal. Go ahead and give me 3d6. Oh, yeah? Yeah, give me 3d6.
12.
12. So how does this work for determining effects again? There's a whole thing about, okay.
No other way to really get for you.
Got it. Okay, that's how it works. So you roll a 12 against bare metal. That's a medium hit. So yeah, the can essentially melts
Yeah! Ha-ha!
until there's nothing left.
I love the old age stuff. This is amazing.
And Spider has the broken one.
Yeah.
Or the one that's seen broken. The beam one. Okay.
Well, either way, I should show you how these work.
I'll try it on something living next time.
Okay. So you guys continue then to move deeper into the city. Now, what about the Geiger counter? What are you doing with that, Tortoise? Now, you would know enough to know that it only will operate for so long.
Test the charge. Make sure it actually works in the first place.
Yep, it's working. It's just a real light click, click, meaning you're in a low radiation zone.
Alright. Well, I guess I'll shut it up for now, and then if there's any areas that seem questionable or...
Any glowing areas? Good call. Okay. So I will say you guys will be able to move into the afternoon without any serious problems then. So that's Fangletooth will be able to catch up with you. Eventually he's flying around amongst the buildings and eventually he gets sight of you. Is there any limit to your flight? You can fly as high as you want, right?
Yeah, there's no limit.
Yeah, okay, so you can fly up over the buildings. In this particular, you're still at the edge of the city, so the buildings here are only like maybe 20 or 30 feet tall. Or 20 or 30 stories tall, I mean. Until you get to the center of the city where they're hundreds of stories tall. Okay. So eventually you're flying over and you see them moving along below. Black at the front, and then Tortoise and Spider behind him. Tortoise and Spider seem to be carrying some kind of rifles. Oh wait, you're nearsighted. You won't be able to see that until you land.
Yeah, I just see the big.
So at first you just see movement, and you don't know what it is until you fly down.
The first thing I make out is the 9-armed thing. That silhouette I've come to recognize readily.
Yep.
So I'll kind of swoop down and land beside them. Coming in a little too fast. Dropping to a knee.
Hello.
About time you caught up.
Oh.
I've been circling around here for half the day.
Good job on the distraction. Works like a charm.
This is why Fangletooth is our leader. That is the leadership characteristics that this group needs.
I thought you made me the leader.
No,
I'm so confused.
Where to next, Boris?
Okay, Fangletooth, where are we going?
That way, and he's pointing back the direction that everybody just came from.
Well,
They made a wrong turn. Fair enough. But you're the one who supposedly knows where they're going anyway, so. Okay, cool.
Yeah, but it's kind of hard to. I'm not sure which direction is which at this point.
I want to take a quick bio break. Back in just a couple minutes, so if anybody needs to use the restroom, get some kind of refreshment, do so real quick, and I'll be right back.
I kind of see myself as Moo, Pokemon or whatever.
Mew.
Like a dark Mew.
Yeah,
With
Mew.
bumps.
Well, there's Mew and Mewtwo. Mew was white. Mewtwo was the one that was the perfectly smooth one.
I don't want to see what
For her pleasure. Hey, that was how it was. Earlier for the kids. Actually, for all the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff that I bought for them. I picture you looking more like a War Turtle. War Turtle. It's War Turtle. It's War Turtle. It's W-O-R, I think. I think that's the one I'm thinking of.
Right. Sorry about the delay.
Oh, I think I just heard.
Do you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. So, back to the adventure.
Okay, yeah, so here's the story. Fangletooth didn't really get this from a friend. He was on patrol with someone and heard him talking and brained him with his mace, hit him a little too hard. So before burying the body, he frisked him down and he found this map. And even though he has problems with his visions, he's not completely blind. So after pulling it out and kind of getting in the right position and looking, then he'll indicate the direction that they need to head into.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, you guys are cool with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. I'm just trying to read something here.
Are you gonna come back to us video wise?
Shortly. Yeah, once I get my drinks and everything sorted out. I don't want to give you motion sickness carrying the laptop around.
Ah, fair enough.
Okay. Right.
Like a stuck.
You guys are moving along. You come to a point, following the path. Come to a point in the road where, let's see, who's at the front now? Is it still Black?
I could be up front. I'll stop being a sissy.
Let me see. What will we roll? Well, yeah, we had this problem before, didn't we? Like with trying to perceive things and stuff. There isn't any kind of a perception roll or anything of that sort.
Doesn't seem to be.
Just give me a d20. I'll set a DC.
Okay. I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1?
I did.
Okay. That's good. Rolling low is good, right? Because you're going to roll equal to or lower.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess.
So you spot in the road, there's some kind of weird, like, you know, you've seen lots of growth along the way, you know, ivy and moss and grass growing up in cracks in the streets and things of that sort. This looks kind of like a moss on the ground, but it's black in color. This is getting into, well, it would be kind of like late afternoon, but like I said, it's perpetual twilight anyway around here for the most part, so.
Is it passable? I mean...
Yeah, I mean, it's just moss on the street. It just looks a bit different. You haven't seen any black moss yet.
Yeah. Tortoise. check that for more radiation.
Well, I'll create a splitted version of me and take the radioactive thing and move closer to the device.
Okay, that's your second mutated version of you, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, and now remember, it's only going to last for 50 seconds. So as it's
Okay.
walking forward with the device, you're getting a very low-level radiation. Doesn't seem
Okay.
deadly. The radiation level doesn't seem deadly.
Hey guys, it's safe.
Okay. Then move back to, you're like, well, I could poke at it with the glaive.
Okay, you're going to poke at it with your glaive. I'm going to need...
That's a good sign. It's good. Full of dice.
Yeah, they make mention of poison saves and stuff in this game, but I've not seen any poison save chart.
No, I don't think so. You said it either affects you or it doesn't based on your con.
Isn't that on page 11?
I'm sorry, what did you say, John?
Isn't the poison chart on page 11?
Yeah, I think that's what I'm looking at. It is what I'm looking at.
Oh,
So what
okay.
is your constitution then, Philip?
Well,
Constitution's a 12. Okay. So you poke at it with the glaive, right?
I do.
And it's like spores fly up almost out of this moss and start to coat your arm. You're going to take 10 points of poison damage as it's attaching itself to your arm. Like half of your arm is now covered in this black moss.
Spider, quickly, cut his arm off.
Okay. Draw my sword.
Okay, Spider draws a sword. Are you going to cut his arm off?
That's what Mr. Black suggested. Sounds feasible to me.
What's your armor class, Philip?
3.
3. And you're using a bladed weapon. That's a weapon class 3. Okay. Do you have any modifiers for your text? Oh, yeah, you get -7, don't you?
Leans forward.
You need to roll a 20 to hit, so go and give me a roll.
Lurches forward. Swings it. Whee!
There's a spider quick cut his arm off. He
Misses.
starts swinging, but he
Yeah.
doesn't get through your armor.
Yeah,
He just whacks you in the arm with his sword. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Fang
I'm
the
gonna
two.
go, I'm gonna
It's
go up and
blunt.
try to use that vibro blade. and
Hang on a
strike
second here. What's your constitution, Whitey?
13.
13?
Yeah.
Okay, so some of the spores leap off of his arm onto your arm that you swing the sword with, and you take 3 points of poison damage. Now you have some of these things attaching themselves to your hand and up around the wrist. So what were you saying about your vibro blade there, Eric?
I was going to try and use the vibro blade to scrape off the spores off of Tortoise first.
Okay. Let's see here. Vibro blade. Give me an attack roll. Give me a d20. Armor class 3, you need an 8 or higher.
I got a 14.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Philip, you take 15 points of damage.
I'm just laughing.
What's your constitution, John?
My constitution's 11.
11.
11?
You take 14 points of poison damage as some of the spores now attach themselves to you where you were holding the vibroblade. However, Tortoise, you are now spore-free. What's Fangletooth doing during all this?
He's going to grab a hold of Spider and try to pull him back from these plants.
Okay, you grab him and pull him back. What's your constitution, by the way?
18.
18. You take some of the spores try to attach themselves to you, but they do no damage. As you're pulling him back. So it's another round of actions. Let's see here. Again, Spider. Spider, what was your constitution again? It was 13, wasn't it?
13, yeah.
So you take another 4 points as the spore is still eaten into your wrist. Tortoise, you're spore free, and Black, you said you had a what? Oh yeah, you were
11.
You take another 11 points of poison damage as these things continue to eat into your arm while you're holding the vibroblade.
I'm gonna attempt to scrape them off my own arm.
Okay, I won't make you roll to hit yourself. As you're stepping back away, I suppose, while you're doing this too. So take 15 points. Take 15 points of damage from the vibroblade as you're basically cutting these things off of you. But you're now spore free.
I'm spore free.
Yeah. Tortoise is running back to safety.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see, who still has spores on them? Oh, just Spider. Yeah, Spider. What are you doing?
Cut my arm off.
You cut your arm off?
I'm gonna cut.
Cut my arm off, Mr. Black. Quick! Quickly!
I'm gonna take a swing at it. I rolled a 6. I don't think I hit.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I was just going to remind you. Remember last time you took a swing at somebody, the spores leaped onto you. So, but you missed, so you're all right.
I'm fairly panicky at this point.
Anybody else?
Can I try pulling them out? Are they like attached to like vines and stuff, or are they just like?
Nope. They're just like literally, it's like these spores have attached and they're burrowing into his flesh.
Sounds pleasant.
They're almost like burning themselves into his flesh, really.
I'll have to cut my own arm off then.
Okay.
You said that was an option right at the start.
Oh yeah, there's definitely an option. What's your weapon damage? Just a sword, right?
Yeah, that blade, yeah.
I think it's a D8, isn't it, for swords? I have it here somewhere. Oh, the feck is sword damage.
That was D6.
D6?
Pretty
Yeah,
sure.
you're right. No, it's D8. No, it's D6, you're right. D6, yeah. So you're going to take 1 point of damage, actually. But you also lose 2 hit points permanently.
Yep.
And your dexterity is permanently reduced by 2.
Yep.
So you hack off one of your 9 arms and move away from it, and you're now spore free.
So.
Hey, everybody's poison free.
Wait.
See, that could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, I could have actually died instead of just having 2 hit points left. 2
Yes.
damage left.
Okay. So my double has 5 hit points left because those extra 3 points that went through that were multiplied by 6 is an extra 18 damage.
Oh, your double's still there?
Well, that was the double that was up there.
Oh, I misunderstood that. Okay. So your double's still alive?
He didn't die yet. He's not dead yet.
He's probably gone by now. He only lasts for 5 rounds.
Okay.
Right? I'd say he's probably gone.
So as long as they don't die, I'm good. Health-wise?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
And you can't do it again this week anyway, so you're pretty good for that.
Okay. So it's just twice per week, period.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
twice this week. Next week, again, you'd have to roll a d10 and see how many times you can do it that week.
Gotcha.
Remember, it's randomized. It's 1 to 10 times per week.
Okay, good.
You would know, I think, though, you'd be able to sense that you just don't have it in you to do it again.
Yep.
At least that's what I'm going to adjudicate.
I'm so tired, guys. Ready for my week nap.
I need some drink. So that road is blocked. But, there's plenty of alternative paths you can go, alternative routes you can go.
You can try my this. Why don't I try to blast them?
Yeah.
You're going to blast them with the gun you got, the one that shoots the
The blue blues?
Yeah. the ring ray effect or whatever. It's not a ray. It's more than that. I don't know what the hell to call that. Like a cone.
Yeah.
A field.
Okay.
Field.
You fire it at the moss, yeah?
Yes.
And it has no effect.
Mm.
Yeah, try this one.
But that's the one that's broken.
Ah, but it might. Yeah, it might be specific to life forms.
I suppose you're right.
That sounds like metagaming. Oh, sorry. You gonna fire
I
with
heard that somewhere. Somebody mentioned it to me.
So you blast that, and you're able to clear out a small area of them with a blast from that. It just freaking basically disintegrates them. However, you're going to have to fire off probably another 4 blasts in order to clear enough area to walk through.
Awesome. As long as I can do it.
Okay, so you fire off 4 more shots. Oops, sorry, I went crazy there. 4, not 6. There we go. Done. Okay, now you have enough area clear that you can walk through without getting too close to them where they'll leap on you.
Limping along.
Yep.
Oh, my arm.
I'm looking at the 2 different rifles and it's like, what's different? Interesting.
You have one that melts metal and another one that disintegrates moss, apparently.
I guess so. Well, I'll give the spider the glaive if he doesn't want to shoot a rifle, or do you want a rifle back?
You seem to be the best marksman, so you keep it. You keep it, Mr. Turtle. Turtle.
Mr. Pink.
Mr. Pink and Mr. Black.
Mr. Spider. You'll be my weapons man, Mr. Spider. Here, hold my glaive.
Okay.
He's more than just a weapon rack.
You gotta make all of them useful.
Coat rack and a weapon rack.
Yeah, coat rack and weapon.
Yeah, I can wear 4 coats.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So you cut through there and you're moving along until pretty much you get tired and you're going to just have to rest. You can't go any further. You've done a full day's travel pretty much. It's going into nighttime, although like I said, the illumination doesn't really change much, but you're going to have to set up a camp. How would you like to camp as you're walking through this massive ruined city?
I'm gonna look for some place to perch that's off the ground.
Okay. Get up in one of the buildings.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Well, I suppose we might as well use the room of the building that he's perched on. At least then we'll be close enough together. Ish.
Okay.
Can you make that pocket dimension thing? You wasted that already.
Why, you want to hide?
Well, that'd be a nice place to sleep, maybe.
So you can only do it once a week, though. So once you went in there, you'd be stuck in there a week.
Well, that's the problem now, isn't it?
It only stays open for 30 seconds as well, yeah.
I find it's better to put people we don't want to hear from again.
Sure, the room it is.
Okay. No problem. What floor do you want that to be on, Dennis? It's your perch. Stairs you want them to walk up?
Just at least one level up would be good, I think. Unless they want to go higher.
Okay. You guys cool with that?
I'm fine with one level.
Yeah.
But we at least have to explore the level above us to make sure there's nobody above us.
No, you just have to be quiet on the level you're on.
You have to check the computers.
Give me a D20 roll, Philip.
2.
Yeah. there's definitely signs of life. Something has passed through here. You find piles of what look like dog feces.
Mm.
Just
It's
rub
like-
a little bit of that on yourself, and it won't even notice you.
It's not warm though.
It's not warm.
It's
It's not warm dog shit.
No, it's dry.
We should be all right. Yeah. Old PCs. Dennis, or Fangletooth, did you say that we should rub some on ourselves?
Yeah, it'll cover your scent, and then it won't notice you.
No, it's alright.
I'll pass. You first.
Spider?
They won't be able to reach me, so I'm not afraid.
Yes. Yes, Mr. Black.
Did you want to rub some PCs on your self to mask your scent?
I didn't tell him to do.
Will it work?
Just offering.
Will it work?
You guys want to
Well,
take watches?
if it does, you could be the only one to survive a possible deadly encounter with whatever.
Okay, I'll try a bit.
Oh.
No. Okay. Spider smells like dog shit.
Right, dog shit.
Well, if nothing else, it'll be easier for me to find now.
Right. So,
Yeah, I would like to take a watch. I'll take one during the night, since that won't really make my vision much worse anyway.
hey, like I said, it doesn't get very dark anyway. It's pretty much always just different shades of twilight here.
Yeah. But before I do bed down, I'm going to do my regeneration to heal that 4 points that I took.
Oh yeah. Yep. You can heal 18 up to 18 points, but yeah, you're back to full. Okay. What order do you want to take watches? 1 through 4. Who's going first?
I'll take last.
I'm pretty damaged. I don't know, man. I probably should have to just rest.
Okay. So he's not taking a watch.
I'll take 2 and 3.
Okay.
That was 1 for me then.
Yeah. It is.
You're pretty damaged. But did you lose an arm?
Did you die?
Well, with having 9 arms, that's more like losing a finger than an actual.
Right, right.
Right.
They're just getting away anyways.
It's true. Actually, you only have 6 extra arms now, so you're only at -6 to hit instead of -7 now.
See, there you go.
Ah.
Why get rid of them?
Spider actually gets better as he loses arms.
Well, his dexterity,
Yeah,
his hit points drop, but yeah. But his to hit rolls go up.
Hit points come back if you rest long enough.
No. He permanently loses 2 hit points every time he loses an arm.
Yeah.
It's like a deterrent to not just cut off all the extra arms right away.
Gotcha. I missed that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'll roll a die here to see which watch this occurs during. It's going to happen on the 3rd watch, which is the end of your watch. Fangletooth. I keep wanting to call you Snaggletooth. Fangletooth. So you're watching, and you see, although you're nearsighted, so you can't tell what the hell it is, but there are some kind of creatures look like humanoid shapes approaching the building. You can't tell if they're moving on 4 legs or 2.
So I'll get down from my perch and quietly begin rousing the others.
Okay. You guys are being roused.
We got company coming into the
Roused, not aroused. But
Where? Where's this company?
building. They're coming inside, downstairs.
Are they within 25 feet of us?
they're going to be pretty soon.
Take ready positions. Aim a heat ray. Well, the heat ray didn't have any effect on people. So laser thing.
Okay, you're taking the beam rifle, as I called it,
Yes.
And
or
I've got
a cone rifle, and you got the pistol. Okay,
yes.
Whitey, what's Spider holding?
A glaive,
Okay,
and he'll have his sling as well. Sling. Oh, in fact, he's got that pistol, hasn't he? That dart gun thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right, you want to get that one? Sure.
I'll just lean over to Mr. Black as well. Shall I contact them, Mr. Black?
Sure.
Because they may be allies. After all, you'll need some more.
We have no friends in this world.
Fangletooth, what are you doing?
I'm gonna have my mace and be just on the side of the door,
Oh, okay.
the entrance to whatever room we're in. My back to the wall, holding my mace.
So, Spider, you're going up to the doorway?
Can I contact them without seeing them? Or do I have to have visual contact?
Well, you want 25 feet, so
Yeah.
just the closer you are to the door, the sooner you
Okay.
can contact them before they come in the room. That's all I'm thinking.
Yep.
Oh,
Good idea.
while I'm standing there waiting, I'm gonna start concentrating and use my precognition.
Oh, yes. What does that
See.
do again? How does that work?
I can sense any danger to myself within 3 minutes into the future.
Yeah.
I think how what kind of information would that give you exactly? Precognition. I'm just looking for it here.
I think it just lets me know if I'm in danger.
I can't fucking find it here.
Let me see. It's a mental.
What number is it on the mental list?
That's trying to pull it up right here. Mental.
Oh, there's number 7. Found it.
Yeah.
Bard sense danger situation, which will affect personally the mutant having the power. It's only 3 minutes in the future. Requires intense concentration, but it's great to change the course of history. Okay. Yes, you do sense danger, and for some reason, when your precognition goes off, it's like there's a dog worrying at your throat.
So then, yeah, I'll kind of crouch down, tightening my grip on my mace, and as soon as anything comes through the door, I'm just going to attack.
Okay. Once they're about 25 feet away, which means they're pretty much just down the hall, Spider, you can reach out to them with your telepathy, right?
Yep.
Which would allow you to sense their thoughts and emotions. They're nervous. They're hungry. And they are, at the moment anyway, hostile.
Uh-oh. I'll send a message then. I'll say, hello.
That's your message? Hello.
Yep. It's always a good start.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And immediately they're even more nervous now. And they're no longer getting closer. They seem apprehensive.
Flee! Run away! I will bring down the wrath of your gods upon you.
God damn it, Whitey. They don't know what to do. They're just standing out there now. They're not getting closer. They're not moving. You can hear, actually, you think you can actually hear hushed voices, like they're speaking. They're kind of growling as they speak.
I'll lean back over to Mr. Black. They're still out there. They didn't run away. I think they might be a bit hungry and hostile. We might be their supper.
I'm sorry, I missed it. I was getting a message.
Yeah.
Put the damn phone.
Get ready to fight.
Let's do it.
You're whispering. We can't hear you.
Well, he's filling me in on what he said.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Well, if they're not coming at us, well, maybe we should try and scare them away. Everybody
Okay.
make a lot of loud noise. Like there's a bunch of us in here.
Excellent
Yeah.
plan.
Okay, go ahead and roll your leadership ability there for me, Black.
No, that's fine.
Yep, I rolled a 4.
Oh yeah. Okay, so you guys start making a whole bunch of racket, and you can sense your telepathy. They move away. They decided it wasn't worth it.
Yay! High fives.
Fives.
Well done.
Also,
That's the high 35.
Okay. Okay. You guys go back to sleep after that?
Who can sleep after that shit?
Yeah, right.
Well, given I've been up on watch, I will go to try to sleep.
We should
Yeah.
probably, the rest of us should probably wake up and let Fangletooth get some rest.
Okay. No problem.
Yeah.
John, you got 1 hit point back.
Yay! I'm at 3.
Anybody else down hit points?
Yeah.
You get 1 back.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Generous.
Spider? Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it is Spider. Sorry. Tortoise, you weren't down any, no? It was just your double? Okay, cool. So the next day, I mean, you let Fangletooth sleep for a little while. You know approximately, morning time.
Yep.
Tortoise, you are going to have to lead us. I'm in no condition to lead.
okay.
How strong is Tortoise? Does he look like a sturdy fellow?
I look healthy compared to.
Compared to me, half my arm is lopped off. Vibro-bladed off.
Yeah, you basically flayed your own arm.
Got taught those fucking spores, didn't I? Never come after me again.
He'll cut his own goddamn arm off.
That motherfucker's crazy. He cut his own arm off.
All right.
Alright, so.
You gonna take the lead then, Tortoise?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys are moving along. Let's see, Tortoise. Just give me a D20 roll.
17.
17. Okay. Because Tortoise is a shitty leader, he pretty much leads you almost right on top of this thing before he sees it. Before you guys see, you can basically come around a corner, and there's this thing you see in the road, kind of in the middle of the road, kind of crouched down. It's really long. It's humanoid looking, but it's like stretched. Do you know what I mean? You figure it must be at least 8 feet tall, but it's really skinny. It's like you took a normal 6 foot, 180-pound man and just stretched him a couple of feet. The head is even like elongated. It's got absolutely no hair on it. It's wearing shabby clothing. Looks almost like a hobo in that sense. And it's crouched down and gnawing on something in the middle of the road. And you see something else lying dead in a heap not too far from it. And you notice that these things that it's gnawing on are furry humanoids. They're wolfoids. And it's currently, it looks to be like eating one of them in the middle of the road.
Blast it.
With what?
Whatever thing I was thinking I'm going to use last night.
Right, okay. You had the beam one, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let me just double check. Wait, here we go. We are going to go with Ooh. That's kind of crazy. Don't want that, do we?
Sure.
Nope, that's the wrong one. Okay, here we go, this one. Cool, sorry, I just wanted to get a stat kind of block. Okay, that's a weapon class 8 that you're using. Against an armor class 5, you need a 12 or better to hit. Tortoise. What'd you roll? I can't see. A 3? Okay, so you missed. Okay, and now that's the end of surprise round. Now it looks up and it looks at you. It looks kind of like vampiric. You know, it's got big mouth, red mouth with blood and fur all over it. It's got sharp, elongated teeth. The skin is very pallid. And it turns and looks at you and basically hisses. And what are your dexterity scores?
17.
I think you're going first, Black.
13.
12.
And I'm 13 as well.
So
Game on.
13 for Spider, 13 for Tortoise. Tortoise section not too slow. And Tooth is last. So Black, you're going to go first.
All right.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to shoot with the laser pistol.
The laser pistol is a class 6 against an armor class 5. You need a 9 or better to hit.
11. Fuck you.
That will hit. And what's the damage on that laser pistol? Let's see here.
I think it's 32d8.
32d8. That's interesting. It's not. It is. Oh, shit. There's different settings.
I've got it on rape face setting.
You got it on what?
The rape face setting. The most badass, use as many charges as I can to get as much juice out
I'm
of
going
this
to randomly determine what setting
Picture
it
that
is.
goes.
Sunlight setting.
There's a picture that's like, oh!
I'm going to randomly determine the setting because you didn't even know it had settings.
Okay.
It's on rape your face setting. So that does, holy shit, that does 15d6 damage.
15d6 damage. Here we go.
Jesus Christ.
11, 14, 20, 22, 25, 30.
This is this is the one you stole out of the armory, right?
Yep.
39, and then this. Ooh, nice. 39, 45, 51,
Oh wait,
56.
that's not the way it works. I misread that. Okay, a direct
Oh!
approach from burn does 5 less damage. Light body armor will give it 3 degrees with the second direct hit in that same area. Then it does 15. Okay, so the first hit, actually, sorry, reroll. It does 5 points, five dice of damage.
Boy, that sucks.
Yeah, I know. Speaking of raping your face.
Yeah, no kidding. 7, 15.
Yeah, slightly different result then.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm just
15.
gonna one-shot it.
Yeah, for a minute I thought you would. Okay, so the creature's still alive. That's good. Now, me.
That
So-
is a matter of perspective.
Who would the creature go after? The creature will go after, well, it was initially going to go after Tortoise, but now Black just blasted it, so I'm going to roll odd or even. Odd is Philip, even is John. It's going for John. Okay, John, so let me just see here. How many hit dice does this thing have? Oh, yeah. I guess I should roll how many hit dice.
Isn't it afraid of me? I just singed it.
Just singed it. You nearly killed it, so it's pissed off at you. You're the biggest threat.
Fair enough.
Now, this is going to be. I'm going to call it. There we go. Weapon class 3. What's your armor class, John?
My armor class is 4.
4. Needs a 13 or better to hit. That's an 11. It misses. So it leaps at you, trying to claw you. You notice it's got like really long fingers and long claws on it. It kind of looks like an 8-foot tall, really skinny version of Nosferatu, as it's clawing at you and trying to bite through your plant fibers, but it's gnawing on a vine.
Eat my root.
And next is Spider.
Okay, having seen this spider, get off Mr. Black, leave him alone! And start hacking away with the glaive.
Roll to hit. So you're at -6, right?
Big swing. Yeah.
The armor class is 5. You're on weapon class 3. So that's a 12, but minus your 16 and 18 or better to hit.
Dear God.
Okay.
Oh, 12.
You're trying. You're trying.
Yeah.
If you rolled a 1, then I'd say you hit John, but you didn't.
Well, yeah, I'm helping.
After Spider, it's Tortoise's turn. So this thing is on Black, trying to bite at him, trying to get through to him. Spider's over there whacking it with his glaive, but not piercing it. He's like an old lady with a broom. Get off him! Get off her there!
I'm pretty sure Eric can handle it, and I'm looking out for any other. Did you say that there was another one?
Thanks for the help.
Did I say there's what?
Did you say there was a second one?
No, only one.
Oh.
There are 2 dead wolfoids. One it was eating and another dead one laying out on the side of the road. So obviously killed them both.
Well, I think that the rifle might be a bit much, and Spider has my glaive, so look for an improvised club.
Like the rifle?
No, I'd rather use like a log or a stick that's laying on the ground, or a pipe or a stone, maybe. I'll throw a stone.
Okay, roll d20.
18.
You're looking. Oh, you see one over there across the street, and you go over to pick it up. And now it's Fangletooth's turn.
So, seeing this vague shape rise up and tower over the others, Fangletooth will begin running forward and take to the air and swoop down, skidding as he brings his mace back and swings at the creature with all his strength.
Okay, go for it. You need a 12 or better to hit, but you've got that nearsightedness, so you actually need a 16 or better to hit.
16? Oh, 16.
Okay, so damage is a D...
8.
8, correct.
And I did not grab a D.
You get +7, don't you?
Yep. He may not hit you, but if he does, you're going to feel it.
That's for your heightened strength, right?
And for the increased precision. So that's 13 points.
13 points. Okay, you brain this thing. You whack it, its head kind of half lops open, basically breaks like one side of the jaw, and the head opens up and blood splashes everywhere, and it goes down. And it's hemorrhaging blood like a tick. You ever see a tick when you squash it?
Is it raining? Did I get him?
And it is dead.
So it looks like the other things that it was eating, but skinnier, taller.
No. No, it doesn't look like them at all. They're wolfoids. They're humanoid wolves. And they're about 4 feet tall. Whereas this thing is, like I said, it looks like a taller, skinnier version of Nosferatu. You remember Nosferatu, that old vampire movie, you know?
Okay.
As a side note, real quick, wolfoids are actually 9 feet tall. It's only in first edition that they're 4 feet tall. Jim has corrected that via errata. So Just as a point of correction.
According to this,
I know. It says in the book they're 4 feet tall.
they're 4 feet tall. We're playing first edition.
Okay. I'm telling him you said that.
You tell him I said that. He wrote the book.
Yeah, I know. I know.
And it's not in the official errata either.
No, it's basically it's Jim Ward errata. You know.
Okay. Yeah, well, Jim rolls 3d6 for attack rolls, and he rolls, you know.
Oh no, I mean, you know, we were playing pre-gen characters, so like, and we had never played the game before, so we have no idea what we were really doing.
It's all good. It's all good.
We had a blast.
So you've got this dead thing. You've got a couple of dead wolfoids there.
Got anything good on him?
Oh, so you can start searching him? He's got this wristband, a red wristband on. Like it's almost like a plastic alloy kind of thing that, you know, clasps.
Oh, yank it off. You don't need it anymore.
Aside from that, he's wearing raggedy clothes, and that's it.
And the things, wolfoids that he was eating on their bodies?
Yeah. Actually. They have, like, kind of improvised machete-type weapons.
Ooh, machete. I could have used
Machete.
One of them has a water skin that's 3/4 empty, so it's got about 1/4 of a skin of water.
spore.
And that's it.
Okay.
What was I was just looking something up and now I forgot what it is. I'm just flipping through pages and don't remember what I'm looking for. Okay. Oh, I know. Go ahead.
I'm going to go over to Spider and hold out the bracelet and say, well, do you want some decoration for those arms of yours?
Thank you. It looks like something that should be worn by a leader, and he'll present it to Mr. Clark.
Oh, thank you. Oh. I thought I was leading again.
Spider follows me. Spider follows me.
I'm so confused. What's going on?
I follow Faggletooth.
He gave you the red wristband?
I'll take that wristband.
Okay. You know you're very close to the location. It should be just another block up, Faggletooth.
What?
Well, let's scavenge what we can and then get going. We're getting close.
Sounds like a great plan, Faggletooth.
Okay, so who's leading the way then? You're leading the way now? You're the leader again, John?
No, I said I'm behind you all the way.
Oh,
Sounds
okay.
like a great plan, dude.
Literally.
No one wants to be the leader in Metamorphosis Alpha. Especially
Okay.
the guys first.
We've just got some kind of circle going on.
So who's in the front?
Lead to.
Faggletooth or...
I'll take the lead this time.
Okay, Tortoise is back up front again. Give me another d20 roll, Philip. You've been rolling good on these all night.
Fumble.
Oh, you rolled a 1, yeah?
Yeah.
That's actually more like a crit, because you want to roll under.
Critical.
So, you see a door, a big, like, steel door inside of this massive building. You also see, like, the air is almost distorted and thick looking. There's kind of a foul, almost scent and taste in the air. And there's a red mark on a like a weird panel on the side of the door.
I would check for radiation, get the Geiger counter out.
You pull up the Geiger counter and it is clicking big time. Very high levels of radiation.
Does that mean this is the place?
I would back up. Be like, shit. Then I back up until it stops clicking so high.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you saying anything to anybody else?
But yeah, I would be like, back up. This
Okay.
is
We all moved back.
dangerous.
Gotcha.
Is that where we're supposed to go? Let's see. Check the map.
Yeah, that's where you gotta go. That's the X on the map.
Could be why nobody's gotten it. It's
Who's got the best radiation?
pretty. What is it? Spider. He has some
Hello.
arms.
What's that?
Spider's got arms to lose. Think you could reach over there and unlock that? Well,
Who's asking?
just joking. What's the plan? It's a building, a full building with a door at the bottom, or?
Yeah, door's on the ground level. Big, massive door. Panel to the left side of the door as you're facing it with a red symbol on it.
So is there another way into the building or does the radioactivity surround the entire building?
Yeah, the radioactivity seems to almost be coming from the building.
Well, this really sucks if we have to go back and...
Right? Kind of burn some bridges along the way.
Could try burning a hole through it with the laser and the pulse weapon thing.
I could try to melt the door.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Sure.
Shit, let me double check how that works in this case. Here we go. So,
Might even burn the radiation off.
Yeah. Burn the radiation.
so you're gonna blast it with your other disruptor, yeah?
Something about that just doesn't make sense to me. I'm gonna pause for a minute. Maybe we should like make camp and think about it for a little bit.
Okay.
Also, sit down in the middle of the street.
Yep. You
Want
guys
to
just
grab a body and throw it in the radiation and see how deadly this radiation really is to the body? One of those dead wolfoids, maybe?
That's a good idea. See if it just burns them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Fangletooth will go fetch one of the bodies and give it the old heave-ho at the door.
guess I'll have to figure out what his radiation resistance is then. But he's dead.
Or somebody's dead.
We're gonna microwave this guy.
That's
Eat him.
his rad resistance. Okay, so you throw it in there. And let me just make sure I understand how this works. Yep, okay, so 1 round, 2 rounds. It takes a little over a minute for his, body to just kind of weep, or wilt and, start to burn.
That doesn't seem to be very good.
Well, it's been fun. Let's move on. Let's find some other door.
Seems good.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to find some water at this point. Hopes of going back and taking over leadership of our camp have just greatly diminished.
Okay. So where do you want to go?
North?
North.
Go around the building, around the radiation. Northeast, there's the great tower, the tower that goes all the way up into the sky as far as you can see.
Deeper. Let's go deeper.
Okay. You'll eventually come to the tower itself, the sky tower as it's often referred to. And there's a door in front of it as well. You can walk up to it and...
Check it for radiation. Do all the doors have radiation?
No radiation coming from this.
Okay.
There's a button on it.
Push it.
Okay, you go up, put your hand up to it. It lights up, and you hear sound coming from the tower itself. And eventually, the doors open up, and there's like a little room inside there. Looks pretty big, probably hold 30 people.
Neat.
Yeah. Just a bare square
Yeah.
room.
Yeah, it's just like, it's lit. There's an artificial light source in there. It used to be white. It's kind of off-white now, and there's smears and grease and stuff on it. You know, and it's dirty, but...
Might be a good place to hide for the night.
Sure.
I'm good.
You guys can go into there?
Yeah.
As he's laughing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, you set up camp, but the doors close after, shortly after you guys all enter, and the doors close automatically.
Ooh.
There's a series of buttons on the side. They're numbered 1 through 17.
Are we just camping?
I think we're just camping.
Yeah.
There's also a display. It says 14 on it at the moment.
I don't know what that means.
I know you don't.
But at least we'll see something coming through this door. If anything's coming at us.
Right. If anything wants to come in, we'll be ready.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause the door will open.
Yeah.
Okay. Set up camp. You'll be able to sleep through the night. You can get another hit point back, John.
Yes!
Everybody else is damaged to take a hit point back except for Dennis. You can get 18 hit points back. Yeah, I think just going to call it right there for now. You guys are camping out in what we the players know to be the main elevator of the Warden spaceship.
Right?
Reach the center of the ship. But until either you guys go somewhere with it or until someone else summons it, nothing's going to happen there.
Someone's in the physical elevator.
And you have a red access band as well, John. You can write that on your character sheet.
I figured that was meta. Like, with that
I know.
one.
Just to say, you can separate character knowledge from player knowledge.
Here.
So, Philip, you still have the sonic disruptor and the protein disruptor. You have both of them, don't you?
I have two Well, yeah, I have two
Yeah, you
rifles.
can swap
And I
them.
picked up a machete.
And a machete. Okay. Yeah, it's just a machete.
Doesn't matter. He likes machetes.
That's cool. Actually, maybe we just mark off for me there that you've taken 6 shots with the protein gun and 2 shots with the sonic gun.
Sorry, how many? 6 and what?
You've
6 and
taken
2.
6 with the protein disruptor and 2 with the sonic disruptor.
And it's called a protein disruptor or what?
John, you've taken what? 2 shots with the laser pistol?
One.
I forgot to keep track of your ammo. 1 only, yeah. Okay,
I think I'm only taking the one.
cool.
I think.
Yeah. It was on Dr. Face though.
No, there was no different settings. I misread that. That's different. If you shoot something once, it does 1 intensity damage. If you shoot the same thing a second time, it does extra damage, you know?
That makes sense.
Or like if it's a sustained, you know, the first round it does this much, the second round it does that much, you know.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay, and we slept 2 days. Or past 2 days.
It's been 2 days. You've still got some water, but yeah. You'd be, I'd say you get about another day's worth of water on you, unless you want to start really rationing it. You can stretch
So
out.
we did have that extra little 3/4 thing. I figured we would just all share that one.
1/4. 3/4 empty.
Yeah. Well, I was just saying we would just waste that one. Just drink it all.
Cool. Well, save these characters because I think we'll definitely come back to these guys.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah.
Cool.
If it wasn't getting so late, I'd keep on, but I'd have to get some sleep before work tomorrow. So.
Plenty good.
Excellent. Thanks for playing.
Thank you.
On the broadcast now. But we'll be doing another Metamorphosis Alpha game, I think, next Monday, if it's cool with everybody. Or anybody can make it. So
5 p.m.
yes. 5 p.m.
All right.